Sézane has truly done it again, and I have a wish list that you're going to fall in love with. Hi loves, it's Eleanor here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to keep things super cozy and have a chat about my favorite new in pieces from Sézane, just in time for the autumn fall season. Think of this as a wish list moment. Those pieces that have caught my eye that I cannot stop thinking about and that just feel so perfectly timeless and chic. So if you're in the mood for a little Parisian inspired daydreaming, grab a cup of something warm, get comfortable, and let's just swoon over these new arrivals together. Now, I'm completely aware that it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and just to give you the short version of why, in the last few months, my family and I have moved from the south of England to the north. Yes, that's right, we are now living just outside of Sheffield. And that has come with a lot of changes, a lot of settling in and adjusting to our new area. The children are now obviously going to a new school, so there's been a lot of adjusting. But I'm very happy to be back today with a brand new video, and I'll be on your YouTube screen a lot more from now on. Now, Sézane really is one of those classic French brands. I feel like it's almost a bit of a cult classic, and it certainly is one of my favorites. I've been wearing them since 2020, if I remember correctly. And I have to say, all the pieces that I bought in 2020, 2021, I still wear them. I think the quality is so good. And because of the timelessness of the brand, you'll want to wear these pieces over and over again. I know I certainly do. And they really have managed to combine a timeless classicness with a contemporary edge, and I love that about the brand. So let's dive into the wish list, and I actually have my Sézane app open with my wish list. And we're going to start with knitwear, as Sézane have actually just released their new knitwear collection a few days ago. Now we're going to start with the Emile cardigan, which is a beautiful alpaca and wool blend cardigan. I love this taupe color, and I actually already own this cardigan in a beautiful shade of pastel blue, and I cannot wait to wear it again. Like many of the knitwear, it's available in a range of different colors, from gray, black, pink, lilac. It's available in a stunning gold, but I have to say the dark taupe is the one that's really caught my eye and the one that I would love to get my hands on. It has a slightly oversized fit, and it even says on the website and on the app that if you are between sizes, then you should size down. And I can definitely say from wearing a lot of their cardigans over the years that they definitely do come up a little bit more roomy. So I typically wear a size UK 8 or an extra small in their cardigans, and they always come up roomy. I can't say that they've ever been too snug. With their cardigans, it's always best to size down. I love the beautiful round neckline, and I think you can wear the cardigan just as is, with nothing kind of showing up underneath, or you can wear a t-shirt underneath it and just kind of have the top of the t-shirt poking out. I think with a white t-shirt it would create this beautiful contrast. And for me, it's a type of cardigan that you can wear relaxed, even open, with a pair of jeans and trainers, or I can imagine wearing it with a kind of like an A-line skirt, a pair of knee-high boots, and just make it into something really chic, which it already is, to be honest. Now, next up on my wish list is this stunning Faze jacket, which is a blend of wool and mohair. Now, I love the look of this jacket because even though it's a jacket, it's made from knitwear. So it's a knitwear jacket, which at first glance I thought, that's quite confusing. Is it a cardigan or is it a jacket? But it is in fact a jacket. And full disclaimer, I have actually ordered this jacket. It should be arriving in a few days, and I will be sharing how it actually looks on me with you. Now, I have heard people say that Sézane's mohair pieces can be a little bit itchy, and from past experience that is true. Some of them can be, but I do think it depends on which piece you get from them, because it's not all the same, and it definitely depends on the percentage of mohair that the piece contains. So it really is just kind of a case of trial and error to see which piece really works with you. I find that sometimes if I just wear a long sleeve t-shirt underneath the cardigan, under the knitwear piece, it's absolutely fine. Also, if I really love the item, I probably will keep it and I wouldn't return it. I'll just wear, like I said, a t-shirt underneath. But if it is too much, then obviously you have to make that decision for yourself and return it if it doesn't work for you. So again, it has a slightly oversized fit, but the other thing I love about it is that it is a cropped jacket. And if you remember, I am 5'1", 1.56 meters, so I am petite. And I find that cropped or short jackets just look really good on any petite frame, no matter what size you are. I just think it's very flattering and it makes the best of your petite proportions. So 9 times out of 10, I'm always going to go for a cropped jacket. And if you're wondering what size I ordered, I did go for an extra small. As with all the knitwear, I generally tend to go for an extra small, and I expect the fit to be just right. If this is your first time on my channel, please consider subscribing for more videos just like this. Make sure to leave a like and leave a comment of what you're enjoying the most about this video. Now for the next knitwear piece, one thing that I love about Sézane is that they always bring out pieces that have some type of interesting detail on them. Case in point, which is the Stacy jumper. It is this stunning burgundy jumper, and it is made from a blend of merino wool and kid mohair. But the thing that really stands out for me about this jumper is this beautiful crochet neckline with the same crochet detailing going all the way down the sleeve. The sleeves also have this slightly billowing balloon shape, which I think just adds that little extra touch of interest to the jumper. And although I haven't seen the jumper in person yet, just from the pictures, the burgundy just seems so vibrant, and it's kind of like this rich hue of burgundy. A favorite color of mine, and I can already imagine wearing it with so many pieces. It would definitely go with quite a lot of items that I already own, and this is also one that I have ordered and which I will be styling for you soon, so fingers crossed it will be here soon. Now moving on to the next category that I would like to share with you is jackets, because I do believe Sézane makes some iconic jackets and coats, and the first one that I want to share with you is actually the terry jacket. And in particular, the one in camel suede. Now, I actually already own the one in camel suede, but I wanted to include it here because I honestly believe that it is such a good jacket, and I really just wanted to share it with you. It's available in a variety of different shades, but of course, the camel suede is very much on trend at the moment. So if you wanted to partake in a little bit of the seasonal trends, I definitely recommend the camel suede. But if you did want to have a look at some of the other colors, there is a stunning black vinyl version of the jacket. There is an olive vinyl version, and then I think kind of like a light beige and 1 or 2 different colors. But again, it's a cropped fit, which just is always going to work so well if you're petite. Not only if you're petite, but it's definitely going to work if you're petite. I would actually like to point out the version in black and ecru gingham. I think the gingham pattern is so stunning. And if I wanted to buy another color or one of the other versions, I would go for this one, just because I think a gingham is another kind of like classic, and gingham is a pattern that you can always go back to again and again. Now the next item on my wish list is a coat that I have absolutely fallen in love with, and it is called the Case coat. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it is spelled K-I-A-S. It is absolutely stunning, and it's available in mustard. I think the other version has already sold out. Just as I'm looking at this now, the green and brown check, there's a picture of it. That one is sold out. But to be honest, I actually love the mustard version. It is made from 100% virgin wool, so you know this coat is going to keep you so warm and cozy. And then I love the detachable scarf on the coat. I think scarf coats is also a huge trend right now. So again, if you want to partake in one of kind of like the seasonal trends, this coat would be it. So of course you can wear the coat with the scarf or without, and I think either way, but especially with the scarf, it is just such a chic look. I love the long raglan sleeves with the patch pockets on the front. Now it's quite a long coat. Potentially it could be quite long on me as a petite. On the model, it kind of sits just below her knees, so I can imagine for me it would just kind of be above my ankles. I'm not quite sure how tall the model is, but I do own 1 or 2 other coats from Sézane, and to be honest, I've been fine with the length. The length hasn't been a problem with me. Also love how the coat is styled on the model with shades of brown, burgundy and reds, and I think it just gives that really autumnal, wintry feeling, and that color combination is a great way to get that autumn winter feeling across. Now the next coat which I actually fell in love with when I was browsing the website is the Rafael coat. It does say it's in the shade mustard, but to me it is more yellow. I have not seen it in person, but of course if I compare it to the coat which we were just chatting about before, the two shades of yellow are quite different. This one is much lighter, but I absolutely love it. Now the main differences between this coat and the other one is that this one is quite a lot shorter. It's not a cropped jacket, but it's not long either. So it would kind of sit somewhere in the middle. I'm not entirely sure how well it would work on my petite frame. However, I would love to try it on. Maybe I can get myself to a Sézane store soon and actually go and try it on for myself. However, the main detail that stood out for me is the beautiful white stitching trim on the edge of the jacket and the pockets. And I think it really makes the coat, and it is definitely a standout feature. So again, I love this one. Now I do have one more jacket that I'd like to share with you, and it is the Mia jacket. As you can see, I already own this one, but I wanted to include it on this wish list because I honestly just love it so much, and I wanted to share my love of it with you. Now, as you can see, it's made in this beautiful burgundy shade. It is made from 100% lamb's leather, and I cannot tell you how smooth it is. The first time I saw it, I think I kind of just skimmed past it, but something made me swipe back up and I took another look and immediately added it to my basket. Now, on the one hand, you could potentially say that the burgundy shade is too trendy. However, if it is a color that you love, you're going to wear it over and over and over again. This is a color that I adore. I did not have anything remotely resembling this in my wardrobe, and for me it was a definite welcome new in piece into my wardrobe. It goes with so many things I already own, and I already have a video on Instagram sharing how I style it. I will put it up here, as well as a few pictures of how I style the jacket. It feels so beautiful on, and then it does have a slightly oversized fit as well. I went for a size 8 and it is quite roomy, so you can definitely wear a jumper or a couple of jumpers underneath if you'd like to take you into, just the start of the colder months. But for this time of the year, it is definitely worth it. Now, next up on my Sézane wish list is this stunning bucket bag called the Gary bag, and it is made from 100% cowhide leather. The leather just looks so smooth, and I'm in love with the bucket shape. I'm in love with the dark chocolate color, and I honestly believe that it blends everyday ease with quiet elegance. It does actually say that on the website, but I honestly believe that as well. The bag has a certain elegance and chicness to it that makes it incredibly versatile. So I can imagine wearing it with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and just a pair of flats or trainers, or if you wanted to pair it with a beautiful skirt, beautiful midi dress and trench coat, and then kind of drape that bag over your shoulder. And again, it's available in quite a few different finishes. There's a crop pattern, there is a canvas version. I know it's available in black and olive, so you can really take your pick. But the one that I really love is this dark chocolate version. I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe, and I really want to change that. Now, if there's one thing that Sézane does very well, it is blouses and shirts. All of them, I believe, are very classic, feminine and chic. And the one in particular that has stood out for me from their new in is the Francoise shirt. I think it is every bit of me, as it features this beautiful embroidered detail all over with pleats going down the front. I just love the all over open work embroidery, and I think all these little details work so well. It's got the ruffle detail at the neckline and at the bottom of the top. So you've got those ruffles, you've got the pleats, you've got the embroidery, and all over it is just such a stunning feminine blouse, and it is definitely something that I would wear. And again, for me, this would work so well with a pair of classic straight jeans and a pair of beautiful ballet flats. It's made from 100% organic cotton, so I don't think you can go wrong with that. And then I think it would work beautifully worn under a blazer, a jacket, cardigan. So I really think the ways in which you could style this shirt are absolutely endless. And with that, we have come to the end of my Sézane wish list. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Let me know which item you loved, which one spoke to you the most, and please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really love to have you as part of our family, as part of our community. If this is your first time here, go ahead and check out some of my previous videos, which I will link for you. And until the next time, bye.